Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Animation Analysis. As always, I'm Sam.
What's up, you beautiful bastards?
If you
And
want to
my
know
name's
why Will
Immortal.
sounds like that this time, he doesn't have an intro joke parody.
I just parodied Philip DeFranco. Boom.
No, you gotta do it with the throat cancer voice.
He is throat cancer.
It's just a joke, but anyways, getting on topic. So today we're going to be bringing to you the bonus episode of this season, Excalibur versus Raiden. And before we go into it, anything to say, Immortal? Like thoughts on the matchup itself?
I'm sad it wasn't 2B versus Raiden.
Yeah, I guess. A lot of people say A2 versus Raiden, but I don't near Automata, so I can't say.
Neither do I, but I've grown accustomed to 2B.
Okay, yeah, that's perfectly fair. Anyways, with that said, let's get right into it. Okay, I will say, while the backgrounds aren't like as fleshed out compared to like some of the past animations, they're still really good considering this is Source filmmaker.
This was Source?
Yeah,
Oh my god, I didn't know
yeah,
that.
Devil Artemis animated this one.
God damn.
I will also.
Oh, I guess that explains something, actually.
Yeah, I will say it is really funny just when you take into account the panning shot, just how tall the buildings really are. Like that's ridiculously tall even for a building.
Doctor, are you seeing this?
I will say the lighting here, I really like it. The slight bit of blue light representing Warframe, really nicely done.
Mhm.
And the fact that Raiden crashed down and left some debris, and the debris is still there, it's a little detail like that I like.
Have they ever done a thing like that where the debris there?
Not that too many I can remember every now and then, probably though.
Tenno, an enemy is ahead, and that foundry is crafting a warframe.
Oh yeah, that is. I really love this ninja like teleport thing. I love that type of movement. Just in anything, it's great.
Something I'll say right off the bat, I adore this fight's sense of speed.
Oh yeah, the speed in this fight, it is fantastic.
I don't think
back.
we've really gotten a fight with this, like, true level of speed.
Yeah, the last time we had like a fight that heavily focused on speed, God, I don't even remember. Like, I don't.
If you want to get technical, the last fight we had that focused entirely on speed of the characters was, like, Flash versus Archie Sonic, and even then, the fight felt
Yeah.
not as fast as it should have been.
Like, even Goku Black vs. Reverse Flash, well, yeah, they did portray the speed well. It's not, like, super high speed pace. But here, the whole, like, introduction with, like, the slowdown, like, where is it? Like, as Excalibur throws a shuriken weapon, it slows down before just boom. And all the effects, yeah, they look simple, compared to like some other source filmmaker animations. But I love how this looks. Like with the weapon,
If I can,
yeah, the weapons having the light trail, that's fantastic.
if I can give one, like, sort of comparison that this reminds me of, that scene in Goku vs. Superman where they're clashing as Super Saiyan 4 and Superman.
Oh yeah, I know.
And where things look like slow down almost. Like, I love that. That reminds me
I
of
know what
this.
you're talking about.
Straight to the point. Metal freaks like you usually got a monologue first.
I love that because it does lampshade just how long some of the cutscenes in Metal Gear Rising were.
Yeah.
I will say, Raiden's voice actor in this really, really good.
I'm gonna guess it's not the same VA from back then.
It's not a Tim Page who did him back in Wolverine versus Raiden. Instead, this time around, they got, who was it? The voice actor is Mornal, who does, like, some... I think they do, like, Ace Attorney animations or something like that.
Well, they do a pretty good Raiden voice in this.
Yeah, a lot of people wanted Funny West to do the Raiden voice, but this one's fine, too. Oh yeah, the fucking wall run. It looks so bad. It looks really bad. It looks kind of cheap and bad, but I think that gives it a lot of charm.
I don't think it looks necessarily bad.
It's honestly funny in a way, but it's fine to me. It's fine. I like it a lot. Oh yeah, continuing on the whole speed thing. Like, the thing, I love how they're leaving, like, light trails.
Speed trails.
Them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, the red to represent Raiden and the blue to represent Excalibur.
His sword, it's weakening yours.
Oh, the bullet thing. Raiden dodges or cuts with his blade? No. Run right through the bullet fire. It's great. Oh, yeah, and then he switches weapons, which this is something I'm really glad they did for this episode. The fact that they gave Raiden more of his arsenal compared to, like, Wolverine versus Raiden where he only had a sword, it's great.
Well, to be fair, in that thing, I guess it was more iconic.
Yeah, that's true. Also, just gun.
Infinite ammo.
Okay, so...
That's great.
I will, from what I read, I don't play Warframe, but I read in the comics, apparently, the Warframe players say that the gun running out of ammo that quickly is accurate to the game. Apparently, the ammunition rate is, like, very, very fast.
And...
Oh yeah, and that's another thing I do like. Like, that's a really neat animation with the sword cut, and when Raiden starts shooting more...
Infinite ammo.
I love how they're blocking it by swinging their blade. It's great.
So the music.
Oh yeah, that's another... before I call the next thing, I'm gonna say it right now. Like, normally we talk about the music at the end of the analysis, but the Metal Lotus is a fantastic battle track.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know if it tops Princess of Pride for me this season, but it's honestly a coin flip between the two. They're both really good.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, and I think this might be my favorite part of the fight, actually, just how fluid the movement looks between Raiden and Excalibur here. Like, as they're, like, hopping between buildings. It's in particular this bit here. Excalibur landing on his back, and then just immediately pushing upwards that smoothly. I love that. It's so smooth.
Gives the sense of fight a more sense of fluidity.
Yeah, it's great.
They're not giving any moment for each other to rest.
Yeah, and then...
Yes, I'm in. Mr. Raiden, sir. Can I call you Jack? Big fan. Who the hell? I'm busy here.
Okay, now...
Okay.
Yeah.
So... that is my least favorite part of the fight.
I think a lot of people are... that is one of the most mixed parts of the fight. Boomstick and later on Wiz intervening. Like...
Wait, just listen. You'll never expect your secret weapon.
I'm glad this is the only part where they pop in.
Definitely hiding in the cardboard box.
But I would have liked if they didn't.
Yeah, I can get it. Like, Though I really do like Wiz is like he's obviously in the cardboard box and the Lotus just yells at him, "Get out!"
Definitely hiding in the cardboard box.
Get out of here!
And then it's like, no, he wasn't in the cardboard box. It was full of claymores.
Just full of them. Like, fuck you.
Like, adding the Metal Gear exclamation point sound just adds to the hilarity of the scene. Like, Excalibur's not very expressive since, you know, it's just an avatar for the Tenno. But just like if the Excalibur could like speak or emote, you know he would be basically shit right here. Just boom. And before we continue, the whole Wiz and Boomstick, I personally did find it funny, but I can understand why people wouldn't. I think it honestly works more for this episode because of like how in the analysis they were each blatantly biased towards one of the characters.
I guess.
Like if this was a normal episode, it would not go as well. Yeah. Oh yeah, I love the camera angles here. Like, the whole, like, jetpack, the way the jetpack, like, equips on before Excalibur takes off. You know what it reminds me of?
What?
Remember the scene in Avengers where Iron Man, like, gets thrown out of the tower, but then suits up mid-fall?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of that.
Doctor, it's time to let her rip.
Oh yeah, continuing on the speed. I love that. The shaky camera and Raiden slashes slowly getting faster. I love it.
I guess my only complaint with that scene is it feels a little bit janky.
A little bit, but I think it works for the episode.
This is why I fight. Survival of the fittest. The rules of nature.
Like, the desperate clashing before that stab is really good.
And the whole, like, the way it goes off, too, even though it's, like, heavily implied they each block all of their blows, I honestly like to interpret more as, like, remember the scene in Wolverine vs. Raiden where they just keep slashing at each other? Like, towards the climax of the fight? I honestly like to see it a lot more like that.
This is why I fight. Survival of the fittest. The rules of nature.
And I know a lot of people didn't really like that, line because it's just, they just stuck in the rules of nature line.
It's a reference for the sake of a reference. I'm not a big fan of those kinds of things either. That's why I don't like Vegeta's dialogue in Thor vs. Vegeta.
I get what you're saying. I'm personally fine with them, considering like a lot of the original lines tend to be like pretty badass. But yeah, Raiden just name-dropping a lyric from one of the songs he's most well-known for, kind of more mixed. I mean, to be fair, Rules of Nature works a lot more because the whole survival of fittest thing. Could you imagine how bad it would be if he fucking said, standing here I realize, or something?
Falling here, I realized you were just like me.
Yeah, but anyways.
My child, you're not done yet. I'm searching your Warframe's power systems.
Oh yeah, this. I really like when episodes do this in the animation. When a character that has a specific weapon or two that can cancel out the opponent's certain thing actually uses it, like as the logical weakness, it's great.
It was dumb. When I first watched this scene, I thought Raiden's sword absorbed whatever he shot.
Yeah,
I didn't realize it was the molecular stopping thing.
Yeah. Which, actually, that reminds me, when Raiden's sword gets blasted, I love the sound design here, like, listen. the way the blade the rattling of the blade before it stopped, it's well done. Like, I love the sound here. It's,
Okay, I thought it got supercharged.
I mean, that's a fair assumption. And then the final clash.
I wish they would do one of these clashes, but both of them get hit. So, like, the winner doesn't get off unscathed.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Like, they did this in All Might vs. Might Guy. They built up to this epic clash.
Only for a
But then
guy
no.
to just no.
Yeah.
I think it's fine though. Okay, what are we gonna have as like the shot of the episode as like where we leave it on pause?
Before Raiden slices the first shuriken out of the air, like when he's looking back.
Alright, that's a good choice. Yeah, like
Yeah.
I'll go like there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. So with that said, I really don't have anything bad to like say about the episode. I really just liked the episode overall. Like any issues I had were just pretty much minor, to be honest.
Same, honestly. The things I dislike most, like, was Boomstick, though.
Honestly, if I were to give this episode a rating, I think 9 out of 10.
I'd say 9, yeah.
Yeah, this is like a surprisingly really good episode for being just a bonus episode. Like, yeah, there's other stuff like in the analysis that make it stand out as well, but if we're just looking at the fight, which, well, that's what we do, I think they did really, really well on this. Like,
Oh, definitely.
Devil Ornaments did this animation all by himself, and he did a fantastic job with it.
God damn.
My guy was, he was probably animating this in between making more Cell videos.
God damn.
With that said, yeah, this, again, just really good episode. I'm just gonna, even though we don't talk about it much, if people that claim that this episode was biased or rigged because it was sponsored, shut up.
Shut up!
Sucker dicks. Anyways, but that's...
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You're not roping me into this.
Anyways, but yeah, with that said, we don't have a next time to react to or talk about, so...
Would you be up for, like, a ranking video? Like, ranking the first half?
I'd honestly I personally think we should save the ranking until the season's over myself.
Yeah, that's fair. Just thought it would give us something to do during the mid-season break.
Maybe. Anyways, with that said, thanks for watching, as always, and we'll see you all next time. Bye.
See ya.